All right, here we go. Another week, lots to talk about. And as always, I'm here with my compadre, Francisco. What's up, man?
Buddy, Andres, what's up, man? How was your week?
Good.
All right. Hey, what are we going to talk about this week?
Ooh, we got a lot to talk about. We got a whole bunch of really fun trailers. I think you're going to have a lot to say about that. You're going to have some tie-ins there. We got a little bit of news, some exciting stuff. Nothing too crazy. The strikes are still screwing everything up. And we got a whole bunch of shows. I mean, this is like a stacked episode with our reviews of, like, we got Ahsoka, we finished.
Yeah.
We got Reservation Dogs, finished. One of us, me, watched Haunted Mansion for the season. Talk about that. We got the Great British Baking Show, episode 2. We got a couple of handshakes happening. Very exciting. I'm excited to talk to you about this one. Another one I'm really excited to talk to you about, Meg 2. After 4 sittings, I finished it. Holy Jesus. We're going to talk about that.
Only 4 sittings.
Only 4 sittings. One of us watched Wes Anderson's new short film on Netflix, Henry Sugar. Super excited to talk about that. And then lastly, one of us, you, watched Loki's first episode. And I'm so curious to see what you thought about that.
That sounds awesome, man. Sounds like a packed show. Let's start the show.
All right, man. As I was talking about, we got some stuff to talk about. We got some news. We got all kinds of nerdy stuff. But first of all, how's the heat treating you? Because, dude, so hot right now.
The heat is treating me like a fat kid that walked out of the cake factory, bro. I'm melting because I'm a fat kid. So it's no bueno, doggy. It's like, I'm like, why am I sweating? It's because it's hot. It's hot.
It's no joke. It was 95 up here yesterday. I'm like, it's October, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? Did you not get the memo? Like, fall.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like, can we turn the AC on? No, that's past. That's in the past. We're not gonna have those bills again.
All the AC fucking repair guys are on fucking vacation finally, and like this shit happens. Fucking bullshit. And side note, I almost finished watching Pixar's Elemental. You reviewed it a while ago in theaters, but it's streaming now. So I'm like, all right. Lots to say. It's an interesting film. I didn't finish it, so can't fully review it, but that'll probably be next week. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more stuff you talked about because we got some debating to do.
Yeah, we do.
But all right, man. What do you say we get into some trailers?
Let's do it.
All right, what do we got? First up,
we got Night Swim. It's a movie about a family that moves into a house. They kind of have to do some renovating. The pool looks like shit. They do it. They clean it up. They set it up for family fun in the pool. And then they go, the daughter or somebody in the family goes in a night swim with a friend. They play Marco Polo and some shenanigans ensue. And I got to say, man, when we used to go to the pool at night, like it would be fun till it got quiet and there were like a couple of people left and you're like, oh, I don't want to go on the deep end. Because then, Jaws, shit like that.
Oh, always the Jaws, yeah.
It's a pool.
Jaws was most effective at night. Everyone knows that shit.
Yeah. If they pull that hottie down, I mean, they're gonna pull me down too. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this trailer, I hated this trailer. I was like, this is the weirdest trailer. I mean, like, it was like 2 minutes too long. And I'm like, is this a creepy corner thing? And like,
creepy
the pacing of the trailer, I'm like, what is this? It just felt, I don't know, man. And like the premise is like, it's a haunted swimming pool. Like, so it's like Poltergeist, but without the house. They're just kind of hanging out in the backyard. Like the Indian burial ground kind of stopped where the pool is. And they're like, we'll just leave the house alone.
I fucking love it.
This?
I fucking love it.
What is this?
There was this movie a few years ago called Rubber. Did you ever see that? And
what's it called?
Rubber.
No.
And it's about a fucking tire. And the tire's like a fucking killer. And like the tire just spins through the whole movie and like goes around fucking shit up. You ain't seen that?
Weird. I know.
Yeah,
Can't believe I haven't even heard of that.
check
Oh
it out. Rubber.
man.
It's a
All right,
gem.
this movie comes out on January 5th, where nobody is going to the theater. So I'm really curious what if it's like a counter programming thing or what. But all right, you gonna go to the theater or are you gonna
No, we're
watch
gonna
this at home?
probably night stream it. Oh,
Hmm. All right.
next up,
Next up, what do we got?
Beyonce's directorial. I don't know if she's debut, but she definitely directed this. It's called Renaissance, and it's a concert
Hmm.
movie about her latest tour. You know, piggybacking.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if piggybacking is called. But
No, yes, it is. It's called Riding the Coattails.
yeah. But I tell you what, I had to listen to Beyonce sell me a fucking piece of chicken, bro. I'll listen to her do anything, man. I'm like, and like this last album that she did,
Hmm.
yeah, it's hot.
Really,
So yeah. So I'm excited
dude?
about it. Did you listen? Watch it?
Watch the trailer,
I know you
and the
don't
whole
engage with the
time,
music because
was
you're a
there even
hater.
music in this trailer? This trailer is like
Here we go.
bizarre. This trailer is bizarre. I'm trying to understand like what this film is, or I'm clear it's about the tour, but I'm like, what is this? Like, it's like so. I don't know, man. It seems like an art house kind of trailer for a concert or behind I don't know. It was a very art house trailer where I don't really know what I'm
Yeah.
supposed to take away from it.
But
Like,
you're
did
but
you
you're
think
so open minded, Andres.
weird, right? Dude, this trailer, dude, all they had to do was show some fools dancing, have some numbers and
They
some
did.
pyrotechnics.
They did.
Maybe did
All
I
of
watch
that.
the wrong trailer? Because this is bizarre.
They
This
showed
trailer is
different outfits.
bizarre.
They showed like 10 different outfits she was wearing in her
I saw
dance
zero
moves.
dancing.
This fucking guy. Oh, you couldn't see past
Did
the
I?
hate. Okay, Mr. Open Minded, here we go. Next up,
Yeah.
when I saw this trailer, I was like, this is like perfect for me, but I don't know, like it was perfect for you back in the day, but now, Mr. I fucking give shit 10 minutes and then I turn things off. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
This is called Silent Night, John Woo's
Mm-hmm.
return.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking love the trailer. What about that? Do you like this one?
Trailer was fucking awesome. Are you kidding me? I want to watch it just to see what John Woo does. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, there's going to be some pretty badass stuff. The weirdest thing is there's that other David Fincher film. I think it's called The Killer, coming out around that same time. It's like the same idea. So I'm like, what is this? But you got
This
Fassbender.
is Christmas movie. It's called Silent
Oh,
Night.
it's a Christmas movie with fucking homie that's
And
murdering
the
everybody.
one
There's
that's
some
the David Fincher one to me seems a little bit more art house, a little
very.
bit, and then like quirky, like a little Wes Anderson, a little like not aesthetically, visually Wes
Mm-hmm.
Anderson,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
vibe, the whole, like the way that character is, at least for
Yeah.
what I got from the trailer of the
Sure.
Fincher movie.
They're definitely different.
Yeah, this one's definitely like we're gonna fucking shoot some shit and
There's
that's
gonna be some
it.
motorcycles, and we're gonna go off some jumps, and we're gonna kill a bunch of people with cars and more motorcycles, and shit's gonna be bananas.
I wonder how many times the word boom is in the fucking script. And then boom, 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 page. Hey, can you turn to page 45? Boom.
This one looks. I mean, I'm excited.
I'm
Like
excited
John
too.
Wood to do
Just
some. It's been 20 years, I think, since he's done an American action film. So I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck it, I'm in.
I just want
He
some
did
action.
Red Cliff. Did you ever watch Red Cliff from John Woo?
Yeah. The fucking 10-hour movie.
10. It
The
was
fucking
I liked it a lot.
1,000 discs.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking cool, man. So let's see what he does.
Yeah.
All right, next trailer. This will be an interesting one. Speaking of
Yeah,
Meg 2.
next one, Mr. Jason Statham is blessing us with The Beekeeper. And I'll just say this. I'm fucking down. Because it doesn't say The Beekeeper 2. It's a fucking first Beekeeper. And I'm sure it's going to be fucking badass. I'm sure we're going to have some fun. And it's going to make enough money to fucking make a second one. And they're going to ruin it. But I just want to enjoy this. It looks like I don't know, man. Hokey. You know what I'm saying? But fun. It looks a little like.
Yeah.
Oh, is he a
He's
beekeeper or
a
a beekeeper?
He's a little bit of both, apparently. He's a beekeeper that can also ask how to keep bees.
Yeah.
Like, he can do some honey, and he can, like, murder people
He's
professionally
like
with,
a
like, the help.
he's like a Batman villain that takes their name and their identity too close to like the penguin. They're like wah, 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 and then the fucking and the toy guy fucking just makes a bunch of toys, right? And this guy's a fucking
Mhm.
beekeeper and he throws fucking jars of bees of honey at people. And I guess that's just
God,
flammable.
I hope, yeah. Oh, that's right. That scene. I'm like, this whole movie is it's a comic book. This is
Yeah.
like a pure comic as comic book
Yeah.
goes. Like, watch this and the Argyle from last week together as a film,
Oh
and you're
yeah.
good to go.
Yeah.
So,
He's like, hold
cartoon.
still. And he fucking drags the guy off the fucking bridge.
All right. I'm going to watch this. So, whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
In
all right. And
theaters.
the last one. Yeah. The last one
The last one, Leave the World Behind.
on
Ooh,
Netflix.
super
Julia
intense.
Roberts.
And
Dude, this trailer.
Mahershala Ali, man, which I fucking love that guy. That guy,
Yeah.
when he's on screen, just demands attention.
Yeah. Future Blade right there.
Yeah.
If that ever happens, maybe another 10 more years. Dude, it's been like something like 4 or 5 years since they announced him as Blade, and
Yeah.
they still haven't even, the script isn't even finished, they
I
said, for
know.
that film.
And he's
Anyways,
not a
but the
spring
trailer.
chicken, so they need to get their shit together.
Yeah, man. But he's awesome. Julia Roberts, co-star, and Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
What do you think of the trailer?
It was two different movies, I think. But we'll see, man. I really like this guy, Ismail. I really like Mr. Robot. I don't know if you watched that
Mhm.
show.
We
But
did.
he's all about conspiracy and fucking something bigger's out there to get you. And I
Yeah.
don't know if this is some invasion type shit or if this is a
Mhm.
government fucking cleaning the house or what it is, but
Maybe it's the bees, bro.
maybe it's just the bees. But
I don't
it
know.
looked intense, and I'm in. I'm gonna watch it. The cast looks
Does not
cool.
look
Ethan Hawke.
does not look yeah, it does not look like a happy one, but it looks
No,
interesting where I want to know. And like Mr. Robot was like hit and miss, like certain things. Like, I don't think,
the first season was awesome.
yes, like, I don't think the second season was like, what? And like, I feel like they didn't quite cross the finish. He didn't land the plane. You know what I mean? Like, the premise was there and the plane didn't quite land, but the potential was there. And I'm hoping with the 2 hour thing film,
Mm-hmm.
I hope they land the plane, and it's fucking crazy
They've been
cool.
working on it for years, so
Super excited. Oh, it's also based on a book, so it's already written for him. Just fucking do that. Do that.
yep. All right,
All
man.
right.
That's it for trailers. We had a good
Yeah.
assortment, a lot of variety, some creepy corner
Yeah.
shit, some action.
That's what we're actually gonna watch.
Yeah. All right, man. Moving on.
Yeah.
News and tidbits.
News. Got some news. The
Yeah.
first quick one, the really
Noticias.
cool, the bright shining star this week has been the Screen Actors Guild (SAG) has been negotiating all week with the film producers, which
Mhm.
means a deal should be close, hopefully in the next couple days, and then we'll see how that shit goes.
Yeah.
And the writers, I think, have pretty much locked down their deal this week, so that should be in another week or two. The actors should be back on set. Fingers firmly fucking crossed that happens.
Yeah. Yeah, man. We get everybody back on board. Let's get everybody to work.
Yes,
Because
totally agree.
TV is back. Television. Also watching some reality shows, bro. I'm all in
Uh-huh.
Amazing Race and
Yeah,
Survivor. And
yes, bro. So,
you're an asshole. And also Kitchen Nightmares. I will send you clips sometimes.
yeah, it's pretty funny. Those are funny.
Yeah. This last chef they had was what do you call himself? The culinary gangster.
Ooh, not the gangster of love, but the culinary gangster.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Next up, the next piece of news. Speaking of TV, Only Murders in the Building renewed for season 4.
Yes, sir. Did you watch any of this season?
I haven't started it yet.
You're gonna like it.
Yeah,
Number
I
one,
have to
it's
get
a
in the
little
mood. I'm like,
sure. Once you hit it though, man, I think you're gonna keep going. Like, it's funny.
Yeah.
And the cast is awesome. And I think the overall murder mystery this season kind of takes a back seat to like just letting all the actors shine and be hilarious and all this random stuff that happens, and almost all of it pays off. You're just laughing your ass off, and we'll talk about it when you watch it. But we really, really liked it this season, and then yes, possibly going into the next season. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited.
Yeah, it should be good.
Speaking of good, one of the creators of our favorite shows ever, Breaking Bad, top favorite show ever of all time.
Yeah.
He talks about his new sci-fi show that he's already currently working on. It's going to be a sci-fi show. It's Vince Gilligan, and they're filming same place, Albuquerque, New Mexico, where he filmed Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. And he roped in Ray Seahorn, who was the co-star.
She was great.
Better Call Saul. Shoot, MVP, so good, and she's like hilarious. She's like quietly hilarious, but like fucking intense. I'm like, dude, she deserves more credit. And then he recognized it because he's giving her own damn show, and it's going to be a mixed sci-fi drama, crazy shit in the middle of fucking New Mexico. No details of the story, but I don't give a shit because we're both going to watch it. It doesn't matter, and can't get here soon enough. And hopefully now that the writers thing is done, they'll start shooting early next year.
Yeah, I'm definitely in.
And the last bit of news. Is this even news?
Yeah.
Is this even news?
Not really.
Go ahead. Tell the listeners.
I guess they're going to do a second season of Ahsoka.
Then from the book of Duh comes... I heard they're going to make some Star Wars films too.
Coming straight from the Captain Shares of Captain Obvious, Ahsoka season 2.
Is a thin week of news for the last month because of the freaking strikes. It's like nothing. What's happening?
Yeah,
nothing.
Well, it's just going to segue into our first what we watched.
Yes. So let's just get into it, man.
Let's get into it. We both watched it.
Yes, and we finished it.
And we finished it? You want to give your first overall, or just want to go into spoilers?
No, I'll go to overall. Really enjoyed it. I was surprised that they packed a lot into, I think it was under an hour. There was some really cool iconography. I don't want to give it away here if you haven't seen it, because there was at least 3 firsts in this episode that we ever not seen in a Star Wars show before. And I was like, that's cool. That's really cool. I enjoyed that. I hope they expand on a lot of that stuff. I'm looking forward to, I guess, the next season, unless they do fucking Mandalorian season 4, which will end up being Ahsoka season 2, and then the fucking, you know what I mean? How they do it.
It's gonna be interesting because Filoni's supposed to make a Star Wars movie, and I thought this was gonna go into that. So I don't know if season 2 is gonna go into it now.
I think they're gonna sprinkle the end of this show into the other shows. Then maybe Ahsoka season 2 will lead into the film. I don't know. We'll find out. But what were your thoughts?
Mixed.
Without mixed. Okay. Let's just go into spoilers. I think
let's do that.
All right, folks. Let me get my timer. Get the timer. All right, listeners. Fast forward 8.5 minutes before we ramble about Ahsoka season 2. Spoilers, 8.5 minutes. Because you got some stuff to say. I want to hear it. All right, timer's going. Spoiler away.
All right. I'm still not in on Sabine. Fuck her. Like, she's I don't know if she's ever not gonna be a Fredo to me, like Fredo Corleone, like you don't go against the family. But then like in the last episode there was okay, she can't use the force and she's gonna force push this guy. I'm like, come on, really? And it reminded me of freaking the Rise of Skywalker movie. I don't even know if you watched it, but it was like they just whatever thing they needed to move the plot along. They just okay, now we can do that. We need this guy in this room. Oh, they can teleport now. All this shit. You know what I'm saying? That they just to keep the plot moving and stuff. They just filled it in it was like what are those? What's that game called? The ad libs. It was like a fucking ad lib. Like they wrote the fucking script with an ad lib. Oh, Sabine does. Oh, force push. Boom. It was a bunch of fucking shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And that's the shit that, I'm not going to give her any fucking credit. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying? So, So yeah, that's like the mixed feelings. I love Ahsoka. I love the droid. I mean, Ezra's
Hmm.
cool.
Hmm.
So like there's positive there, but with her, give me a break. You know what I'm saying? And then like you can tell like there was like some sort of like between Sabine and Ezra that there was some sort of like from Sabine's part, like a attraction, couldn't you? Like there was like
Oh yeah,
part of her motivation. But
he sees
Ezra's
her as a sister.
yeah, and Ezra's got the Hera. That's her partner. That's his partner, Hera.
Really? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, well, apparently I read it, but yeah,
Oh,
that's why it's like, hey, I'm back, I'm home to her because they're together, and
that's why he said home. I couldn't figure out like home. That's a spaceship. Like
yeah,
it's just a random ship.
so that's and I'm like, dude, like you know Hera's your girl, and you're over here like chasing this guy down, like you let Ahsoka die, basically you didn't know she was alive when that happened, and like and then this guy's already taken, and I don't know, man, it was just a lot of questionable decisions by her that made me not like her. You don't go against the family, man. I'm fucking Fredo.
She
And
did say stay at the end and got her back.
yeah, I mean, by that time, I don't want
Just
to repeat
done for
myself.
you.
Yeah, I was done with her.
All right.
And
All
then,
right.
but everything, I mean, a lot of other stuff was really cool. So,
I some of the first that got me were like I don't think we've ever seen a lightsaber be built on screen before.
oh, yeah, that was cool.
That was cool. At the same time, I'm like, is it really that easy to build a lightsaber where you could just go to like the spare junk drawers in a random ship and you're like, click, click, click.
No,
Now I
but
got a lightsaber.
I don't know if you missed it, but that droid has built thousands of lightsabers. So his ship is pretty much equipped to, and like, I don't know if you saw like in one of the shots is
Okay.
like they
Yeah, yeah,
have
yeah.
like it's like his workshop. His workshop is a lightsaber working workshop. So
Okay. All right. I'll buy that. But it was really cool
yeah,
seeing Homie build his own lightsaber. Like, that's cool. We've never seen that before.
yeah,
Pretty kind of seemed a little easy. He was like, click, 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 done. I'm like,
yeah,
all right. But he did have all the parts, I guess. I don't know. Uh, all right. Fucking undead witch stormtroopers, zombie stormtroopers. I was like, this
yeah.
is cool.
Oh yeah,
This is
yeah. The zombie
very
shit.
cool.
That was cool.
I'm like, I like the dark arts, I don't know, angle to
Yeah,
Star Wars. Like it's creepy, you know what I mean? Like we need more creepy. Like instead of just being like
yeah,
more lasers, like no, give me more fucking zombies. Like this
yeah,
is fucking cool.
yeah.
Like I was pretty happy about
And then
that part. Like
the dark troopers up on
yeah,
the top of the
yeah, yeah,
building and
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, like what was that all about? That was crazy.
Those were like monsterish, kind of like mutants or something. Those were
I
cool
liked it.
too. And then
Um,
another thing that bugged me, I'm like trying to think of cool things. I'm like when they were writing the little things to make it to the gate, and
they
then
got there real quick.
yeah, and Ezra and Ahsoka are like trying to use the Force, and Ahsoka's like, "Help out, Sabine." I'm like, "What is she gonna do?" She can't even grab a lightsaber. And then like Force grab a lightsaber or whatever. She does it later in the episode, and then she does the Force push or whatever, and I'm just like, bro, you guys lost me.
Hmm. All right. I was cool with it. I was just kind of trying to let go a little bit and try to have fun because it was the last episode. I'm like, I don't want to go out angry. Like, don't go
Yeah.
to sleep angry.
No, I
So I'm
wasn't
like,
angry
dude,
at all. I just didn't buy it. Like I haven't been on her side since that Ray Stevenson like punked her, or like Ray Stevenson's like, give me the map, give me the. But this whole
yeah. Oh, and he's like, okay.
season, it's been like wishy washy sometimes because what we start the season with Ahsoka using the Force to open a map, and then like all of a sudden she gets this map and she can't do that. I don't know. So we'll see.
Different magic,
Yeah.
different Ouija fucking board. She can't read. I don't know.
Yeah. But I
Um,
guess it only works on Tuesdays or
he's something. On the right planet. Anyway, this the one thing that kind of bugged me, man. I don't like it when shows end in the middle. Like they end the season in the middle of a story. Like they didn't really wrap up a
no.
whole lot. And granted, of course, there's going to be more of this, but at least wrap up a few things. And
Yeah.
I'm not really sure if they wrapped up. They literally didn't wrap up anything. And most pissed at the Ray Stevenson thing. Like he was on the planet for like 3 episodes, just kind of chilling, clearly up to something, and they didn't show shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, come on, do
Oh,
something.
yeah. But that might
And
have been like where they
especially,
didn't have it enough things shot or.
no, it was done.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was way done beforehand. So I'm like, come on, man. So it's going to be interesting how they wrap up his story now that he's passed away. But so that was my biggest disappointment. Like, dude, 3 episodes saying I'm gonna do something, and then he doesn't do nothing. Like that caught me. Like, come on, man, you can't do that. If it's a final episode, do something. Anyways, that bothered me. But and also, homie, Ezra, you're landing a fucking like an imperial ship, bad guy ship in a hangar full of like dudes with guns aimed at you. Maybe walk out with your helmet off to show them like who you are. Don't be like, I'm a stormtrooper. Any one of them could have blasted his fucking ass into nowhere. You know what I mean? Like that was like too dramatically dumb. But
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's me, guys. Instead, he walks out and just stands there for like a minute, like Michael Jackson on the fucking stage, not doing anything, trying to be
Yeah.
all dramatic. Like, what are you doing? Um, yeah, this ain't the Super Bowl, homie. Like, do something. All right. But that kind of bothered me.
Yeah.
Other than that, I had a good time. I'm looking forward to where they push the story. I thought it was way better than like the a lot of the other Star Wars offerings. Like for me, it's Andor, and then probably this one. Like overall, I think the first season of Mandalorian is pretty solid though too. Like they're all kind of like in that little like cool versus like the like space.
I mean, they moved the story along as far as like they were playing musical chairs. This person they trade spots or whatever, and we'll see where it goes from here.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's cool.
Yeah.
But that's it. Any final thoughts? I'm done.
Yeah, I'm good too.
All right.
A B overall.
All right. Yeah, I'd say I'd just give it a B plus. I'm glad. I'm very happy. All right. Moving out of there, this will be a quick one.
Okay.
We watched the Haunted Mansion last night, the new one that just came out, starring Ahsoka herself, Rosario Dawson,
Mhm.
and a whole host of others. Owen Wilson, Lakeith Stanfield, he's awesome. Danny DeVito, can't remember who else was in this film, but anyways, dude, there's a couple comedians you see in the background for a second. You're like, oh, and then they don't show them again. You're like, oh, but overall, I'll say this: it starts so rough. Like the first 10 minutes are a bit of a head scratcher. You're like, this is just weird. Like the story is not moving. Like, where is this going? It's just kind of random. It seemed like it needed an editor that should have just taken out the whole first 10 minutes.
Mhm.
But once you get to around the 15-minute part or something and it starts to really pick up and you understand what's actually happening and you're like full on like in the environment of like the mansion itself, it's pretty damn good. Like we had a good time. Like it's gorgeous. Like the production design, the visual effects, animation, the trippiness. There's like some like really bizarre imagery, like perfect. There's a story behind it. They kind of like there's a mystery behind it, and they have to like keep digging into it. There's reasons they're kind of like stuck in this mansion thing. Things work, and all the actors are all really good. Like Owen Wilson has some lines that were killer. Like oh my god, Danny DeVito the same thing. Danny DeVito was just playing like Frank Light from It's Always Sunny, so it was really awesome to see that. Rosario Dawson always great. Like Keith Stanfield always fantastic. I don't know what to say. It's a fun ride. Just look around at all the scenery, all the designs. You're like, damn, that's that. Oh, that's that thing. That's that thing. Oh, that's that. Look at that chair from blah blah blah. I'm like, this is really cool. Like so many little things they took from like the ride and like standing in line for the ride and all that shit. Like is like there and like the music and the cinematography. It's a gorgeous film. It's fun. I think the kids will dig it. I think Z will dig it. I think I'm so curious to see what you say when you guys watch it. You should watch it.
Yeah, looking
But yeah,
forward to it.
beware the beginning is very uneven, but once it
Yeah.
gets going, it's way better. So that's my take on Haunted Mansion. It just dropped on Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
You watched something?
Yeah, man. I finally finished the season 3 of Reservation Dogs on Hulu. And I love this show. This has been one of my favorite shows since it started airing.
Did they land the plane?
They did, man. And it's crazy because they landed the plane twice. Like the show could have been over a season 2 and it would have been a perfect ending. But they came back They made another great season, and it was like because the first season, the story of these four kids, kind of like they tied it
Mm-hmm.
up and stuff, and like
Mm-hmm.
it was resolved, for the most part. And they came back, and this season was like a larger look at the community that they came from, and they gave everybody like their time to shine, and they actually like expanded on their little universe and this reservation that they come from, and all the people that are there, and how people see things, and the times that they've lived through, the hard times, the good times, the sad times, and I loved it, man. It was like I would watch an episode, the last half of the season. I was just like, wow, man, this is some crazy writing. Like it was just like well paced, written perfectly, and then just like it was just amazing to be a part of it. It made me feel like I was a part of their 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 life. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I was
Yeah.
like, and it was sometimes not happy. It wasn't all like shits and
Mm-hmm.
giggles and shit. Like they were going through some stuff. So, and the way they wrote it and they involved everybody, I was really taken back, and I really appreciate the art that they made. So, man, it was great. I loved it. I love that. I can't wait till I watch it again.
I'm jealous. I haven't finished the first season yet, but I was really digging the first season. It's on Hulu, so I need to get my ass back into that gear. Um,
Yeah, man.
yeah, the cast is fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. The
Oh
cast is
yeah.
great. The kids, man, and like they go deep, man. They just like they tie everything together. And there was this one scene where like they call the older people the elders. Oh, we have to take care of our elders. And there was this one scene where there was older Native American actors, and it's like these are like they like in movies they've used like the same 4 or 5 actors in the last 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And here they
Mm-hmm.
are in the scene about the elders, and they're all in the same scene. It's like to me, it was like seeing Robert De Niro and Al Pacino in the same scene, and but it was like all these Native American actors that have, like we all seen. They're that guy's been in 30 movies, and this guy's been in this movie, and this guy's, like they're all like in these other movies, and they're all together, and I'm like, I wonder if that's what it's like, you know, for them, you know what I'm saying? For their
Yeah.
culture, like the representation of what they've brought to the game and to the culture and stuff. So I was like, wow, this is pretty special.
Wow. Fuck no, I 100% need to get back into that.
Yeah,
That's
man.
awesome.
I love that show. I would highly recommend it.
So
It's on Hulu.
put it
It's
high
only
on the
three
list then.
seasons, and it's like
I
they're
know.
only like 30-minute episodes, and they're only like
Yeah.
10 episodes a season.
Yeah. Getting back into it. Guilty. All
Yeah.
right, it's on Hulu. So check it out, folks. Put it on your list.
Yep. Next up, we got Happy Times with the Great British Bake Off.
Just a big old hug of a show. Man,
Yeah, man.
the last two episodes have been like just a nice warm hug, man. Like
And it makes such a difference when they know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Because I mean, one thing like the bakers, you know what I'm saying, is like yeah, they mess up. Everybody makes mistakes and stuff like that, but overall, man, they all have talent and they have skills and stuff like that. And I'm happy with the talent level that they're bringing to the table and stuff. So I mean,
dude,
that
these
makes a big
guys,
difference.
I'm having a hard time. Like
Yeah,
it's hard. Like it was easy to separate for episode 2 who was going home. Like, homie, you, I don't see you making it past this episode. But to like pick who was going to win, I'm like, man, there was
I
like
was
at least
surprised they
three
gave that.
strong possibilities. Don't ruin it yet. We'll go into
No,
spoilers
I'm
in a
not going to
second.
ruin it. But I was surprised by who they named the Star Baker of the Week.
It was a close. I'm like, it could have gone either way. And I'm like, whoa. Some of the dishes were amazing. Like there was like an assortment of like impressive stuff. And biscuit week, I didn't know if this would be really cool or really not. And everything, like 80% of the stuff that was made, I was like, damn, I want to eat all of that. There's
Biscuit
almost no
Week.
losers. Almost no losers in this thing. And when they said malted biscuit, I'm like, yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah.
You want to go? Let's go into some spoilers for a minute here. All right, listeners, fast forward 4.5 minutes roughly to get out of spoilers for Great British Baking. It's a Bake Off Baking Show. Anyways, episode 2. Loved it. Check it out. All right, start the clock. All right, spoilers. I that burger was amazing that homie made. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Um,
The cheese board was my favorite, I think, though. The cheese board with
there
the
was
Swiss, the
there was two
Swiss.
there was like two cheese boards. The prosciutto one, I was like, what?
Yeah,
What?
they were pretty cool, dude. I was like, wow, look at that. That's amazing. I wish I could taste some
Yeah,
of these things. Like, they look so yummy, and like all these the flavor profile that they give are so intricate. You're like, damn, there's that and that and that and that. Wow. I want to taste
do it,
it
and they do it like in 2 hours, 3 hours. I'm like, skills,
with a smile.
skills.
Oh, their fucking
Except
British accent.
a couple people freaked out. But
Yeah.
man, it was like a fun. The whole episode, top like they got the concept. The conceptually was correct. The challenges were correct. I'm like everything just worked. Nothing like fell apart, and everyone got to shine in their own way. I'm like, damn. And then when the first handshake went out,
Yeah.
and that was the cookie I was telling Christine, like, I want to try that cookie. As soon as she was talking about the flavors, I'm like, that sounds
Yeah.
awesome. And then you see it, and then Paul eats it, and then he handshakes Tasha. I'm like,
Yeah.
the first handshake every season gets me every time, every time. And then a second one showed up. How did you feel about that one?
I was surprised, but it was cool, man. It was like, I think he was surprised too, because he was already sitting down, right?
It was trippy because I think Paul Hollywood is still like figuring his brain out. His brain was like in a different fucking space.
Yeah.
And then when he finally came back to Earth, he was like, what did I do? Oh no, I didn't give him a handshake. And he like ran over to like his fucking baking station to shake his hand. Cause like that was amazing. I'm like, holy shit. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, me either. That was pretty cool.
I was like, damn. And so I think the handshake is what helped push Tasha over the top. Cause like her stuff was all super solid the whole episode. I think she didn't win the what's it called? The signature at the very end, but I think her overall performance in the handshake pushed her over just enough.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy her. And then when she's doing her sign, like I'm trying to like pick up on like the sign. I'm like, that is so cool. Like I don't know. I dig it. I dig it. I dig everything. And she's a fantastic baker. So I'm like, cool.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I agree. She's my early front runner for me, my early favorite.
I got her. I got I'm still learning names. Dan is very strong. Dan is very strong.
Is that the big tall kid?
No, he's the dad. Dan is the dad.
Oh, Dan is the dad. Yeah.
He's a very
sneaky,
clean.
like
good.
He's sneaky good, yeah.
And there's one other who I'm like, oh, I don't know. She's got like curly hair. She's like in her 30s. She's got like a curly hair.
Abby? I think her name is Abby.
Yes,
maybe?
Abby. I think she's gonna probably go top 3 because she's just a quiet murderer. Yeah. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But this is an awesome season so far. I'm like, they're nailing it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Anything else before we get out of this?
No, man. I'm looking forward to the next episode. Although, like, it's funny because I started laughing because you know how they have the new host, and it was like, she reminds me of. She reminds me of the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. She's like, like, what do we have here?
Christmases and so
like they over animate their faces and stuff, so it's like
yeah,
like really happy and like really sad.
I like her. I like her energy. Yeah. It feels good for the tint, but yeah.
Bake.
All right,
she's like bake weird.
Bake. She did fuck around a little bit with that, but she's having fun.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of this.
And Noel's been having some cool sweaters this season. The first week was yes, and this one I don't know. It was like a flower and a skull or something. I freaking love the sweaters.
His fashions are always like out there. I'm like, ooh,
yeah,
pretty cool. He also has the crazy shoes a lot of time too. If you ever get to notice that shit,
yeah.
Like he wears like high heel boots sometimes. I'm like, dude, all right.
And he's not a short guy. He doesn't seem like he's a short guy.
No, it's great. All right, dude. Moving on. This is controversial take of the fucking. This will be a fun one. This will be a quick one. 4 sittings, dude. Meg 2. 4 sittings.
Hey.
Woo. Okay. The first question I wanted to ask you. I have like 2 pages of notes that I had to like write down to get this because I'm like, I'll never remember this. This shit is bananas. This is like one of the most bananas films I've seen all year.
Bro, it's crazy.
This
They
this
took
is
that shit serious.
dude. I want to say they were so high when they were making this film. At one point, I think the director like gathered everyone around, the crew and the actors, and said, guys, if we keep up this pace, we might get nominated for Academy Award. That's what they're aiming for. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know. They thought they were in a serious movie. For a second, I was like,
dude,
they're like saving an oil rig. I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Dude, like, okay. Did they take a completely different script and drop some like Megs in the very beginning and some Megs at the very end? Because this film was not a Meg film.
Where are the sharks?
There's like an hour, a good fucking hour in the middle where it's like takes a turn and it is a different film. And I'm like, are you fucking with me right here? Like, you're gonna spend like how long walking on the bottom of the ocean? Like literally walking. Like it's like fucking Armageddon when their thing crashes and they have to walk but like that, but underground. Yeah. I'm like, or under the fucking bottom of the ocean in suits. Like it's no big deal.
Yeah.
And then like there's so many head scratching moments, like where he swims with no suit under like miles of water, where he would be crushed instantly. But he's like, if you hold your breath but blow some of your air out, you'll be okay.
If anybody can make it, he's like fucking passing out and shit. Like, oh, but he's still fucking moving forward. And then, like, of course he did it. It's fucking Jason Statham.
Dude,
bro, that motherfucker. So many,
like, whose movie is that? Like, there's like these Mexican dudes with the whole fucking drilling operation secretly at the bottom of the ocean, mining stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And like, it's a completely different movie. And like every like maybe 10 minutes in the background, you'll see a window with a Meg maybe swimming by for a second to remind you what movie you might be watching. And that's like it for like an hour. And you're like, what the fuck is this? And then they go back up top to the rig and like this fucking mercenary army shows up and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then it turns into like fucking Die Hard and shit. And you're like, what the fuck is this? And then they fucking go to like the island and the mercenaries have like some kind of like a base camp there. Like, what the fuck is this? And it happens to be the same island the Meg just happened to show up on with the fucking octopus. What the fuck is this? And then these little creatures just start showing up and eating everybody. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, where are those creatures coming from? Dude. And I'm like, are those little creatures that came out of the water? What the And they all end up out of the millions of miles in any direction, they all end up in the same shore with the same little creatures fighting the same thing. And with shit going down, all the tourists on quote unquote Fun Island, holy shit. To seek shelter from the giant monsters in the ocean, they go to like the far end of the pier over the deepest part of the water to seek shelter. And I'm like, what the fuck? There's an entire island. You can just walk up the fucking side of the island and hide in the jungle. But let's go hang out next to the fucking giant octopus that keeps grabbing people. What the fuck is this?
Bro. And when they're on the rig, and then the two actors, the black guy and the other guy, Curtis something, and like all of a sudden that guy's like MacGyver and like a fucking secret agent and shit. What the fuck was that? I'm like, oh yeah. And then like he kept pulling shit out of his bag, like the fucking that's exactly what they needed in the moment. Like, man, there was some shit going on, bro. There was some shit.
And to like fight the Megs, and I don't know if you noticed, but like their scales, the scale of it, sometimes they'd be 30 feet big, sometimes it'd be like 100 feet big, depending on the shot. Jason Statham, in the first film, they were like fighting these guys with like military warships and giant bombs and helicopters and all, the proper way to fight something like this. In this film, he had a jet ski and a spear. And then the spear was like in a backpack and he was just cruising around and like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, okay, the last thing is like every beach in this movie, it goes from like 2 feet deep to like 100 feet deep drop off. Like,
yeah. Where are the sharks hiding?
Yeah, they're
I
like,
don't get it.
dude, the sharks.
I have one shot that
Whew.
I liked, and it was like probably like 3
I have
seconds
one.
long.
I have one shot that I totally loved. I'm curious if it's the same one. Go ahead.
Is it the one where the camera's inside the shark's mouth?
Yes, yes, that was so
I'm like,
cool.
why couldn't we get more of that? And like the people are going inside his fucking mouth. Oh my
And
goodness.
past the camera as the teeth just keep going. You're like, fuck.
That was a good shot. Who did
Dude,
that?
they could have done the whole movie like that. I'd been like, this is awesome.
This is amazing.
Underwater,
Yeah.
same thing. And like, I'm like,
I'm never
dude,
getting in the water again. Fuck that.
but instead,
Oh my god.
it was a pretty rough movie.
Rough. Fuck, bro. Yeah,
Dude,
man.
4 sittings. 4 sittings.
Man, I'm like,
All right.
hey man, you made it through though. Credit to you.
All right, let's get out of this one. Okay, for a sec. Okay, listeners, we are gonna just go straight into spoilers for the Meg 2. And are there really any actual spoilers here? Because it's just bananas mixed
Oh,
with.
we're still going in
I
more?
don't even know. No, we're not. We're giving a spoiler warning because I forgot to give it at the beginning.
Oh.
Just go with it. This movie, just go with it. Anyway, here's the spoilers. All right, let's get out of it. All right, here's another one that I watched this weekend. Dude, you need to watch this on Netflix. Wes Anderson has a series of shorts. The first one we watched was Henry Sugar. It might be called something different, like The Adventures of Henry Sugar. But starring Benedict Cumberbatch, Ben Kingsley, a whole bunch of other actors, like a whole bunch. It's 40 minutes, dude. 40 minutes. You get in, you get out. This short film, is fucking cool. This basically makes up for his last film that questionable if even it's a film, period. I don't even know you can call it that. Asteroid City. Skip that. Watch these if you're a Wes Anderson film fan. It's pretty damn funny. It's tight. It's quick. You got to really pay attention. I want you to watch this film so we can talk about it. There's a couple theories I have about the film, and I don't want to give them away before you watch it. But curious what you think. But dude, check this out. This is a good classic Wes Anderson piece.
That's cool, man. I'm gonna check it out. I haven't even seen anything for it.
Don't just watch the film. Like the production value and the colors and the designs, everything is just a fucking. It's a treat. It is a treat at like 40 minutes, and the performances are great, and it's cheeky and it's funny, and it's good. There's a lot of story in 40 minutes. Definitely worth checking out.
Cool beans. Sounds good.
Yeah, definitely check out Henry Sugar on Netflix. A lot of fun. I think you're gonna dig it. All right, dude. You watch Loki. Fire away. Season 2, Loki episode 1.
Yeah, it's been a while since I think has it been more than a year since the last season.
Give or take.
Yeah, I gotta say that they didn't miss a step, and the production value is there, the story's there, the acting is there. I loved it, man. I loved the first episode, and I even feel like it's because some of the criticisms for in the first Loki season was that the pacing was a little off, maybe a little slow.
That was me. That was my criticism.
Yeah, but people that I listen to, I don't, I'm talking about
those guys.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
just so we're sure.
What
an asshole.
Yeah, got him. But anyways, yeah, it's a faster pace, I think, man, and it was like, and the special effects were like well done, and they're not shying away from Kang and who Kang is. I'll tell you that much. And
okay, dare I ask? Did Jonathan Majors make an appearance? It's not.
No, not physically, but I don't. Okay. Did you finish the first season?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the statues at the end.
Oh yeah, so like like there's they're everywhere, dude. It's like it's like they're not like rethinking anything. They're going in.
It would have been hilarious if like they blurred out the statues in the background or something.
Yeah, but without giving anything away, I really enjoyed it. It was briskly paced, and when the credits rolled, I was like, "What? That's it!" Oh man, and it was a good 45 minutes, 37 between 37, 40 minutes. I don't know. somewhere in there. And I was like,
Yeah, that's
dang, that was good.
I'm so happy to hear it because that was my he did. The first Loki season was a little rough. The first until like the last two episodes, I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I wanted. Something like
The whole
interesting.
season was good. Don't listen to that. I mean, he's just like being his little nitpicky self.
If you're good at being bored, yeah. But anyways, it picked up the last two episodes. And this one
It
keeps
took you
picking up at
4
that
sittings to
pace.
watch the masterpiece Meg 2.
Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. But
The
we'll dig
masterpiece.
into that. Yeah. But cool. I'm glad you dug it.
Yeah, I totally recommend it. Get in there. I'm not gonna spoil anything, and just enjoy it. And then later on, hopefully, are you gonna watch it or no? I mean,
I think so. I think I'll let a couple episodes kind of build up, and I'll
yeah,
watch a couple of and then check it out.
yeah.
But yeah. All right. Cool. All right. Moving on.
Moving
New to
on.
the list.
New to the list. We just talked about it. Loki season 2
Yeah.
premiere on Disney
Yeah.
Plus. Every
Yeah.
week, once a week. Yep.
What else we got? Because these are all you. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah. Well, it's Creepy Corner month. Spooky season is here officially. And it's all about slicing and dicing and possessing and, demons and ghouls and hauntings and all in between. All right. Next up, we got Sister Death on Netflix. And I swear I watched the trailer for it, but I don't remember what it is right now. But I must have liked it because I put it on this list. Sister Death. You're welcome.
Okay.
That's all I got. Pet
Sign me up.
Cemetery.
Good job.
You're welcome.
We talked about Pet Cemetery last week, but all right.
Yeah. Oh, did we? All
Yeah.
right. Well, it's out now.
Dipshit.
It's out now.
All right.
And
check it out and report back next week.
Yeah. It's good. Next up, we got Messi Meets America. It's a 3-part docu-series on Messi, Lionel Messi coming to America from the European leagues. And the first episode starts October 11th on Apple Plus. I'm a fanboy. I'm not going to even sugarcoat it for Lionel Messi. So anything with Messi in it is one of the happiest things, like a little piece of happy nuggets that I get during my lunch or whatever. Is like I go on YouTube and I watch cuts of Lionel Messi goals and how makes people happy. It makes me happy. Just to let you guys know, a little secret.
That's on Apple.
And that's
What's
on
the
Apple.
show about?
Him coming to America and how.
Oh, in Miami, yeah.
Yeah. He's in Miami, yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
How he's affected the soccer scene and the sports scene overall. I mean, I know that there's a lot of Swifties that might listen to this, but Lionel Messi's a little bit more popular than she is. And he's switching.
Dude, don't get us in trouble.
And
I don't know. She's working her way into the NFL crowd now, man. It was neck and neck, and now she's got the NFL.
But yeah, this man is making the MLS relevant. So
cool.
He's got LeBron going to his soccer games. He's got all these stars going to his soccer games. He's got Owen Wilson bringing his kids to the soccer games. He's got everybody bringing their kids so they can meet Messi, and all the kids are in amazement face.
Did you know Natalie Portman is a part owner of a soccer club in LA, women's soccer club?
No.
In LA. Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
She's been pushing that for a little while. I was like, oh shit, that's kind of.
I know Will Ferrell was. Will Ferrell's.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You knew that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, actually, his team won the MLS Cup last year.
Well, shit. I guess all the celebrities are getting involved. Instead of vodka, it's soccer.
No, club. It's both. It's both. But
no, but
yeah. So, anyways, I'm looking forward to it. October 11th. Another show that I'm looking forward to is The Fall of the House of Usher series on Netflix, starting October 12th. And this is the third series by the guy that created the American. Oh yeah, a lot. But the American Horror Story franchise.
Yeah.
And This is like his third show, I think, on Netflix. I think he did the Haunting on Bly House or the Haunting on Bly Manor, and then
That's about right.
the other haunting show. There was another haunting show he did, and yeah, this is his third and last. I'm looking forward to it.
Not me, but cool.
All right,
Creepy corner.
creepy corner, creepy month. We gonna be keeping creepy all month.
Yes, we are. All right.
What Andres does not look excited.
Dude, I'm totally gonna watch Shaun of the Dead and Goosebumps and
Exorcist. Let's watch Exorcist.
Dude, did you see that the new Exorcist film is not getting good reviews?
It's not.
Like it's getting torn apart.
Yeah.
So let me know when you watch it.
I will let you know, definitely.
But that leads us.
But I'm still excited because it's gonna be like, maybe the story doesn't make sense, but when the girls are possessing, like, come here, you fucking bitch, I'm gonna tear your fucking head off. And I'll be like, oh, wait. That's how I'm gonna be.
There you go. The critics didn't get it. They just didn't get that part.
Yeah. And there's supposed to be 3 because this guy's David Gordon Green. He did like a trilogy of Halloween movies, and now they already have like the second one laid out for the Exorcist franchise.
Just got to make enough money to make it work.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Moving on.
Speaking of holiday season, what do we got?
Spooky season double feature. Teen, 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 teen. Here we go. And we're doing it Family Zone. Because we're the first week of October. And we're going to step it up with intensity.
Yeah, we're going to ease into it at first.
Yeah.
So here we go. The first one, family friendly spooky season films. All right, for Halloween. What do you got, man?
I have an animated film from 2006 called Monster House.
Ooh, I almost did that one.
And the animation, suspect. But this is kind of, it gets intense at times with the house and the old man.
Steve Buscemi played, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I remember when I watched it, I was like, this has no reason to be this good. I was like, why? And I just kept watching it, and I was like, I finished it. It was really good, really well done.
It's an animated film, and they did this thing where they mess with the frame rate, so it looks like it's like a stop motion animated kind of thing, so it doesn't have like motion blur. So it looks like a stop motion thing, but even though it's all 3D, and they kind of did that in a stylistic choice. It takes a little getting used to. I think I saw this shit in 3D, and it was a lot of fun in stereo way back in the day in theaters. I watched this because I'm like, I think this film's gonna be better than it was. And I watched it in theaters, like, this is cool. And towards the end, like with the house and everything that's happening, you're like, this is pretty cool. And it gets a little intense here and there, and you're like, shit. But it's a lot of fun. Like a lot of fun. And it's a simple story, and it gets creepy. It's good enough for the family, and it's really well executed, and it looks great. It's a fun film.
Cool beans.
I think, it's a good choice. Mine is also an animated film from 2005. And it's a little film called Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were Rabbit.
Oh.
Dude, Aardman Studios. These guys make kick-ass animated claymation films, like stop motion stuff. Or speaking of stop motion, and this film is no exception. It's a film, but it's only like 80 minutes long because it takes them like 4 years because they do it all by hand. And it looks fantastic. And it's funny and clever. And it's Wallace and Gromit just being Wallace and Gromit, getting into all kinds of zany, funny shit. It's cute, it's adorable, it's funny. It's not that creepy. It's just more of like tongue-in-cheek English humor with this backdrop of Halloween and kind of like, I don't know, cheekiness. You might not like it because you don't like humor, so I don't know. Why don't you fucking pair this show with a Great British Baking Show, you little jerk?
I don't like the animation style of these movies. I've tried watching them.
It's because you suck.
And I'm not an Anglophile, so I don't need everything with an accent. So,
I agree with that. But this Aardman, the style, and it's so sharp and funny. I really like the studio and what they do when they produce great stuff. But But you got that hole in your heart kind of thing that just kind of like it won't be filled unless it's like
Sadness in my
creepy
life.
or shitty or just it's just that's just your thing, and then the world feels sorry for you, and that's fine. But anyways, so yeah, those are the double features:
I don't want
Monster
to.
House and Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah,
Curse of the Were Rabbit, you jerk.
I don't want to. I don't want to engage. I don't want to engage.
I can look at your face. You're like holding back so hard right now, and I'm so
Um,
proud of you because you're about to say a bunch of dumb shit, and that shit was gonna live on the internet forever. So good for you. Good for you,
yeah.
buddy. All right. All right.
Ooh, we did it.
Next week. Yeah, next week we'll talk about Elemental. Uh Probably some more Saga stuff, some more Loki stuff.
All right. Hey, but we did it.
We
And
did do it.
hey, I love you. You love me. We're happy.
Only a little bit of friction, but we're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
We like each other's stupid faces.
Yeah, sadly. All right.
All
Let's
right.
move it out of here.
Let's
Move
get
it
out
out
of
of here.
here.
Take us out of here. Take us
All
out of here.
right. We did it. Spooky episode numero uno down the drain. That's our show. Thanks for listening. Please like and subscribe. Please leave comments or recommendations. Are we missing something you like? Let us know. I'm Francisco.
And I am Andres.
Have a great week. 2 nerds, 1 pot. Vámonos. Let's go. Put it in the list. Creepy season.